Welcome in, listener. You're listening to a segment from the Slumpbuster podcast with Ju-Ju and Dre. Find the full episode on Spotify, iTunes, the Google Play Store, or our YouTube channel. Enjoy. I need a little bit of a rant in here, and that, of course, could only come with the just asinine rumors that the Niners, who just were in the Super Bowl, had a 28-year-old quarterback lead them to the Super Bowl. A quarterback that, mind you, has only lost like 5 professional starts in his time as a starter, in his first full season as a starter. We're going to replace him for a 43-year-old quarterback by the time the season starts, who had statistically his worst season in obviously the greatest of all time career. But we're not talking about 2004 Tom Brady. We're not talking about 2007 Tom Brady by a mile. We're talking about 2020 Tom Brady that I saw airmailing receivers, that I saw in Miami just like throwing ducks that went for pick sixes, that led to Ryan Fitzpatrick taking away his home field advantage. This is the Tom Brady we're talking about. Do I think he's still a serviceable quarterback? Do I think in the right situation he could still get you wins? Yeah, but I'm not willing to mortgage the future for 1 year, 2 years max. I think it's so stupid. This headline is just infuriating. I said it a few weeks ago that I don't know why Skip Bayless was ranting on it. I thought, are you just doing this to make a hot take, dude? But then suddenly it just started picking up more steam. And then just because a Patriots beat writer throws it out there, yeah, I think it would make a lot of sense. Brady going home. Let's stop for a minute. I don't need to hear the I'm coming home music. I'm more than fine with Brady staying in his second home in New England, as the Will of Destiny a few weeks ago selected on this show. He does not need to be in San Francisco. San Francisco will still be there when he retires, but I believe in Jimmy G. I have held firm in this statement. Kyle Shanahan has said it on multiple press conferences. He's okay with moving into his next phase with Jimmy G, so I don't know why we're still hung up on this. Is it just because he threw only 8 passes in the NFC Championship game? Whatever, you're blowing the team out by almost 40 points. Let it go. If you don't have to throw the ball, you don't have to throw the ball. Just win the game. So guys, I'm a little perturbed by these reports. So I just need someone to jump in here real quick with the take to kind of take off the edge a little bit.
All right, I guess I will hop in and just let you know, Ju-Ju, you know what? I hope you guys get Tom Brady because I would just love it. I would love to do a podcast with you while you have Tom Brady as your quarterback, while you give a Jimmy G and he goes off for some other team. But in fact, if you want, you could give Jimmy G back to us. Or, well, I shouldn't say back to us, but you could give him to us as a Pittsburgh fan. I will gladly take him over Big Ben. I will gladly take him over get hit in the head with your own helmet Rudolph, Duck Hodges, get them all out of here. I'll take Jimmy G. You're right. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And something that people forget, right? Jimmy G is coming off of an ACL tear. He is 1 year removed from an ACL tear, and he got you to a Super Bowl. So he almost won that Super Bowl for you. He got you there. I don't know what more you could want and really ask for. It's not like he threw away your chances of going to the Super Bowl. He literally got you there. He didn't, suck in the playoffs like we've seen with some of these other quarterbacks, right? Like even that's the big knock on Lamar Jackson is, and this year, granted, like I don't think it was his worst statistical year. And I think there was a whole lot of other issues in the playoffs when it came to them, but he hasn't won a playoff game. Jimmy G literally got you to the game that you want to be in.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, Jimmy G dates women as old as Tom Brady. Can we let this go? Let's be real, guys. I mean, he was 10 of 12 in the Super Bowl prior to the fourth quarter where they were up 10 in the Super Bowl. Like we can't just throw out the baby with the bathwater on Jimmy G. Like there has been a lot of quality moments in a very young career to just act like that doesn't exist. Like we didn't see the 3-game stretch against New Orleans, against Seattle, against Baltimore, 3 of the best teams in the league where he was balling out. That just doesn't exist because he had a bad 7 minutes of football that he missed Emmanuel Sanders by, not a lot, but not a little, to be honest. Yeah. That does exist. I will admit, like he missed the throw. Look at how many throws he made throughout the season. I think it kind of washes.
Mm-hmm. And I think the other thing, too, that people are not mentioning, and everybody used to say this before Tom Brady won all of his rings, right? Before he won his last ring, is everybody would say Tom Brady is a system quarterback. Bill Belichick doesn't win as many rings without Tom Brady, and Tom Brady doesn't win that many rings without Bill Belichick. Yet all of a sudden, everybody's going to think if you put Tom Brady on any of these other teams that he's going to guarantee win them a championship. I don't think so. And I think a lot of people are sort of forgetting that fact of that he's only played in one system ever who happens to be the greatest mind in football, right? Especially professional football. So what makes people think that the answer would be to take that quarterback we've really only seen in this case, a controlled environment, and bring him into an environment that he's unfamiliar with? And granted, like, I know there's certain things you got to love about Tom Brady. He's probably got, really good field vision. He has that quick release, but can he learn a new playbook, right? Can he do things different from the way he's done in New England? I don't know, especially year 42 or whatever. I'm not willing to risk that.
Yeah, those goat ankles are starting to weaken with age, and I don't think he's ready to do any play-action bootlegs like that exist in Kyle Shanahan's system. I'm sure they'd come to a compromise because the great play callers do, but let's be real. He's not going to be doing any like quick scrambles or any boots. The guy's just never been a great athlete to begin with, so I don't think Kyle Shanahan's system even fits him from that respect. It's just overall a bad fit. I think this is just one story that just needs to die, and I just can't wait until NFL free agency starts. That way we could just finally put an end to Brady Talk 2020 and just move on to the next story.